Hey there guys, AwesomeX99 here again, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of the Forgotten Toys from Party City 2019. And this animatronic is from Tekky Toys, like most of the animatronics from Party City. And this one is definitely one of my favorite Party City animatronics I have. And I do also have Twisted Jack back there, and this one, which I just love them both. They're both some of my most favorite props. And yeah, today I'm excited to do an unboxing of this. So yeah, now let's get started with the unboxing of it. Okay guys, so let's get this unboxed. So there's not too many pieces for it, and I have opened this before and set up as with most of the props I'm going to be doing unboxings of right now. So this does slide out here, which is nice. So you can easily get out all the pieces for it. So just get the box off. And there we go. So that comes off, and now we can easily get all the pieces, which, of course, first of all, it has the instructions, which it's not too hard of a setup for it, which is good. And we have the clown for it, which, just look at that face. Now, I agree that SVI faces are definitely the best, but this guy right here, definitely love how he looks. And if you look close enough to there, you can see there's just a bunch of like little tiny cracked details on his face, which I definitely love how he has those. And he also looks creepy just overall how he looks, and that is pretty cool. Oh, and he also has just some blue clothing down here that just kind of cuts off right down here to a piece that you have to kind of like fit in, because yeah. Now it would be nice if it did have like more of like a full body, like, or at least have like foam inside of here to make it actually look like a kind of like a body for him, but sadly they didn't include that. But I agree that they should have done that for the characters in this. Now here is another good one, which it's the teddy bear, which is very cool. Now I think it would be better if they had two eyes for this guy, but he does only have one for him. But they should have definitely included two eyes for him. I think it would have made him look much better. And the mouth is kind of off-centered a bit, as you can see. It's more on this side than on this side. And the nose is right there, and has some stitch marks on him, which I wish the face was more like in the center of him, not just to one side, to make him look a bit more realistic. And his arms are actually this like soft like material, and the rest is kind of like this, like, I'm not really sure what type of material it is, but it's weird that they have this weird material for his arms and not the same for the rest of his body for his arms. And like with the other one, he should have had like foam or just something on the inside of him, but sadly it doesn't have that. And then lastly, for the characters that comes with, we have the doll. This one is definitely one of the main parts of it. Now, this one does have like just tons of hair back here, and that face is just awesome. I just love how it looks. Has like all the black details on it, which just looks so awesome. And it does have the wires right here, which I believe that the the mechanism is in here. I think we're able to see it just slightly, but can't really see it, but there's a spring or something in there to make them rise, because right here is the motor. And like with the other two that I already mentioned, just wish it had foam on the inside there just to make it a bit like more lifelike, but it doesn't really include that. Okay, so next here we have the adapter that came with it, which This is the same adapter that you can buy from Party City. And here we have the poles for the toy box. Just 4 identical poles. And this is basically the height of it, so roughly around 2 to 3 feet, probably 2.5. And this is just the full piece for the toy box. So right here is kind of the lid that opens, and then the box pieces right here. And if we just put that aside, right here finally we have the base and the control box, which the base, nothing too special, just has this which the mechanism and the toys plug into, and of course the wires. And this one, I'm glad that does have that volume control now. This, like, Party City animatronics, they don't always have volume controls. Like, especially with my Twisted Jack there, he is very loud with his speaker. So I wish he would have came with volume control like this one did, because they're both made by Tekky, so they could have definitely included that volume control. But I'm just very happy that this one does have that volume control, so you can basically control the volume instead of just having it just very loud like with that guy. But base, pretty big, decent size for a toy box, so it's basically like a realistic size for a toy box. Like, it's not too small, not too big, which that's definitely perfect, because there's some animatronics out there that it's just way too small or way too big, but this one is just a perfect size for it. And that is all the parts for it. So now let's get this all set up. So, okay guys, so here is the demo of it. So it is sound activated. So
would you like to come along with us? Just crawl inside quick. They won't get you if you hide here.
okay, so there they are. So let's just turn down the volume for it. There we go. So as you can see, they look just completely awesome like this. Now, like I said, I wish that they would be like, have like padding or something in them, because they kind of look a bit thin like that. But overall, they look so good. And there they go back in. You can see it's red lights back there and blue lights right in front of here. And you can see on the inside, in the bottom, you can kind of like put a strobe light or different lights down there if you want to, which that's cool. They can just put them down there. And probably go off again in a few minutes or so. But you can see, now I don't fully love the like front look of it, and it's pretty much the same on each side, except sides don't have the toy sign. And back here you can see, when you take this off, you can see in there to where the mechanism is, which the mechanism is covered up by that. We can see all the wires and stuff. But right here, we do have this right here, which is the on-off switch. We can plug in your adapter and your speaker jack and step pad. It also works on batteries. And yeah, it's basically the back of the props. It's a bit hard to see in there, but nothing too special. Now, on the back here, like, I don't think they really need to have this on here. Like, they could have just had that taken off, where you can basically open up this and just reach inside to reach that. But I guess they just want to include that to have an easier way to access the control box, of course. But something I'd say is that they don't typically need to have this little thing back here. They could have just had it closed up because it works without having that in the way, but that's just what they decided to do. But yeah, overall, definitely a 10 out of 10 prop. I love it. But the one main thing is that I do wish they would have had different look to it. It's kind of like a bluish, purplish, grayish type of look on the front. And it's kind of like breaking and stuff. But I think they could have definitely done way better on the outside of it. But if we get the guys come again, they are definitely some of the best techie molds I've ever seen. Like, this guy could have been a bit different. But just look at the face on this one, They're just so perfect. This one doesn't really have too much of a broken texture to it. But you definitely see that's like that. But yeah, I definitely love how they look. That's just, like, so awesome on them. Like, just looks so perfect. And yeah, definitely, like I said, 10 out of 10 prop. And that's going to do it for today's video. Please like and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video.